So, Tomi, what led to that bashing on The View?
Well, there is a woman over the weekend who took it upon herself to research my family history in hopes of digging up some kind of a gotcha moment, a gotcha angle to validate illegal immigration and open borders. And what she found was really shocking, guys. She found that my family who came here in the 1800s from Norway and Germany, that they spoke Norwegian and German.
Okay.
And really what she did is prove that my family came here legally, but what she was hoping to do was try to call me a hypocrite for believing in merit-based immigration.
What if I told you The View just spiraled into a full-blown Ancestry Clapback session with political shade and receipts flying everywhere? Sunny Hostin came in hot, thinking she had the ultimate trump card. In classic daytime diva mode, she tried to drag Tomi Lahren by pulling out some dusty immigration records on Tomi's great-great-grandparents. Like, who even saw that coming? Sunny thought this was checkmate, but nope, it was just the opening move. Tomi didn't flinch. She sat there cool as ice, turned the whole moment on its head, and dropped a counterpunch live on air that left everyone stunned, the smug smile still intact. Sunny's big moment backfired harder than a busted engine.
That immigrants come over here and they don't know anything and they're dragging us down because we all come from immigrants, including you, Tomi Lahren.
She talks about low skills. What exactly are her skills?
Her second great-grandmother had been here for 10 years, yet spoke no English. Oh, my gosh. 1930 census says Tomi's 3 times great-grandmother had been here for 41 years and still spoke German. She didn't speak English either. She doesn't even know her own history. She certainly doesn't know this country's.
This wasn't just a debate. It was a live unraveling. A debate on immigration policy suddenly morphed into a savage roast battle. And let's just say one of them walked away looking real exposed. And you're going to want to see exactly who cracked under pressure. It's messier than it sounds. So the convo started out normal, talking borders, laws, the usual grown-up stuff, until Sunny Host swerved the whole thing off-road with the confidence of someone who really thought she did something for some mysterious reason known only to the gods of virtue signaling. She decided to drop the ultimate gotcha. Tomi Lahren's ancestry. Yep, mid-discussion, Sunny randomly blurted out that Tomi's great-great-grandma didn't speak English on national TV like that. Was supposed to end the argument. Nothing says serious policy debate like shouting, "Yo, great-grandma was ESL," in front of millions. Sunny was glowing like she just uncovered the ancient receipts of conservative contradiction. She really looked like she believed she'd found the missing link in political hypocrisy. But instead of landing a knockout, she threw a boomerang, and it came back hard. Tomi, not even a twitch. That high ponytail stood taller than Sunny's entire argument. She didn't flinch, not a blink, no movement on that Botox-perfect brow. Instead, she straight up flipped the moment into a policy. Slam dunk so slow and smooth it could have been in a Nike commercial. She calmly explained, yes, her ancestors didn't speak English, because hello, they were Norwegian immigrants from the 1800s. But they came legally followed. The rules of that time worked hard and didn't rely on handouts or trending. Hashtags for survival period. Tomi turned a low-blow personal attack into a whole TED Talk on legal immigration without ever losing her cool or her lipstick. She gave I Came Prepared energy while Sunny was out.
I did with DNA, 23andMe, because I cannot believe the detail on your background that they were able to get.
Well, I don't have to. She did all the research for me, so I'm sure my family is very appreciative.
What about Joy saying, though, what are your skills? It's beyond research. It is personal. It is mean.
Well, of course, this is classical Joy Behar, but I would like to ask Joy Behar what her skills are, because perhaps we could swap stories. I know I watch Joy, and she seems like a highly skilled lady, but for her to attack me, that's really interesting. Those in glass houses should not throw stones.
Sunny looked like she accidentally smacked herself with her own cue cards. The second she brought up ancestry, she basically walked Tomi straight into her favorite argument: merit-based immigration, legality, and owning your hustle. The moral of the moment? Sunny brought grandma drama to a serious policy debate and ended up buried under a landslide of historical facts. But oh, it didn't stop there, because what's a messy political face-off without Twitter turning into an internet? Fortisium, social media melted faster than avocado toast on a summer sidewalk. Suddenly everyone and their cousin, most with zero knowledge of immigration law but deep emotional ties to Ellis Island memes, jumped into the chaos like it was the super bowl of genealogy. And just when it felt like the drama couldn't get any juicier, boom, Greg Gutfeld popped up. Yep, Fox News' own sarcastic sniper, the guy who sounds like a stand-up comic forced to sit through Civics 101, swooped in with a monologue so savage it practically needed a fire warning. Greg took Sonny's ancestry deep dive and turned it into a full-blown roast session. He clowned the idea that someone who probably hasn't even traced her own lineage past her grandma was out here acting like the View's official genealogy expert. Then came the real kicker. He smirked and suggested that maybe, just maybe, Sonny's ancestors didn't exactly show up with the U.S. Constitution in one hand and a beginner's English guide in the other. If we're diving into full-blown ancestry warfare, Greg joked, Sonny might want to double-check her own branches before tossing shade at somebody else's roots. And honestly, he wasn't wrong. Because if you're going to drag family trees into the ring, you better hope yours isn't full of termites.
Back at the View, the vibe was pure chaos. The audience looked confused. The producer
to call someone out over their great-great-grandpappies. Grammar skills on
were
national
watching
television.
political commentary,
Make
or the
sure
pilot
you're
of Real
rapid
Housewives of Capitol
contradictions.
Hill.